What is going down, everyone? It's time for another bracket episode, and this one is centered around the high end. It's our 15-year anniversary, and we're picking the best products of all time, bracket style. So if you have a comment, if you have an idea or something that we missed, put it in the comments below, because I'm sure there's opinion on everything on these particular products. Now, today's winner will be joining Prism in the shiny category that moved on, and Series 1 flagship that moved on in the All About That Base category. So let's talk some high end. I mean, it was hard to decide. I think there was some left off this list. I know people are going to be complaining that there's no diamond icons.
Yeah,
there's no definitive.
There's a lot that were left on the chopping block. Notably, those two you mentioned. A couple that were put into a different category. So here they are, high-end hits. We're going with Flawless, Dynasty, National Treasures, and Immaculate.
That's a 3-to-1 Panini category here.
It is a 3-to-1 Panini.
I mean, the cup probably could have been in that category.
This is the one where I was debating. And I think the reason I put it in best of the rest, because I believed it needed to be in there, but it being one sport specific versus all of these other ones have different variations. I think that was my kind of deciding factor. And it's in a category where it's like mostly sports specific ones. So that was kind of the deciding factor. But you're right. That could I have gone the cup over, I don't know what, probably Dynasty? Maybe.
Immaculate.
Immaculate, maybe? Yeah.
Well, it's at this time that I'd like to mention that October is the Topps takeover for basketball. Basketball season is right around the corner, guys. And I'm sure there's going to be some royalty basketball that might make it on this list at some point, right?
Maybe down the road.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Probably.
Dynasty basketball?
Sure. They threw out Diamond Icons, which I'm like, hold up. I saw that at the industry conference. Like, we could have Diamond Icons basketball. I'm like, wait.
I wouldn't start with diamond icons.
Transcendent basketball?
But transcendent, sure. Fine. The name of Diamond Icons, to me, implies baseball. Diamond.
A little bit.
Icons of the diamond.
Maybe.
So it'd be
Right?
hardwood
icons.
Hardwood icons.
That's fine if you want to do that. But I'm a nitpicker, so I took a little issue with them saying, well, maybe Diamond Icons basketball. It's like, that doesn't make sense.
better than a booger picker.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. You can pick your friends. You can pick your nose. You know the rest.
But what about Mercury? Mercury didn't make the list?
Mercury did not make the list. Look,
geez.
and we were big defenders of Mercury on this program.
It was a
big
good format.
defenders.
It was a good format.
Hey, look, it's could still very potentially be one of the few runs of that will ever exist. That Wemby one.
I mean, because do we
Surely
really?
improve the value.
I think we're going to have a Panini victor here. I think,
Probably.
without discussing it. And I feel like this is like we're at a memorial right now, as well.
A little bit.
But
A little bit.
let's get into it. What's the first matchup? What's the first group of products to decide
All right,
here?
let's do it. This is kind of if you've noticed, I've kind of done seeding here. Like, you can kind of see what a one or a two seed is. Now, this might be something you guys take issue with. I essentially view Flawless as the 1 seed
Oh, here we go.
in this category.
Here we go.
Flawless versus Dynasty is our first matchup. Now, it also
So
sets it up.
Dynasty's the 4 seed?
Dynasty's basically is the 4 seed, I guess. But
So
really,
not
I'm
only
just
does
trying to
Topps
set
only
this up.
have one product in there, they're barely in there.
Look,
they're the
They're like
fourth
the We
seed.
Believe Warriors.
Look, Topps Chrome. There's still a part of me that thinks maybe I should have voted for Topps Chrome. Series 1, or a flagship, pardon me. Flagship is already on to the Final Four. And I will say this right now. I think Topps has a very good chance at the best of the rest bracket that we'll do next week.
Yeah, listen, I mean, I think, you look over the years, and, we've been obviously breaking for a long time. Triple Threads was high-end. It's not high-end anymore.
Ooh.
It's more mid-end, like we discussed a
not
couple
high-end anymore.
20, 30 episodes
It's a
before.
product that gets everybody excited, though, when it comes out.
But,
does.
I think that we jumped into the high-end with if you're a historian of the modern era, Flawless kind of started it off. I mean, of course, National Treasures was around, but Playoff started National Treasures in 2006. Flawless started in 2012, and it was starting with basketball. We didn't know if it was going to be a product that was going to do well. It obviously took off, which led to Immaculate being around as well. I honestly think the 4 seed should be Immaculate, But
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's that's why we're having this conversation.
But we didn't want to have NT versus. I guess we don't want NT versus Flawless in round 1.
No, and you definitely didn't troll with these. I mean, you could have been like, Flux is in the high end. Like, just a troll, like do like one of those troll posts where like somebody says that Jared Goff's like the best quarterback in the league or something like that, and it's like clearly he's not, but so
He's a good ball player, though.
I mean, look, they look
good ball player.
Yeah. So far, they're looking all
They
right.
put up 51.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
As of this recording,
As 5 weeks ago. And then
Yeah,
week
5
two.
weeks. Yeah. They put up 51 at some point.
Look, all we know
They may do it again.
is that they put up 51.
They put up 51
The
at some
4
point.
and
That
1
is a
Lions.
fact.
The 4 and 1 Lions.
There you go. Nice prediction there.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll see.
All right, so I mean, Dynasty was definitely revolutionary. I think it was 2015, 2016 it came on the scene. So we've got about 10 years of Dynasty. The format hasn't really changed. They've added some new additions with some game-dated memorabilia, like certain home run balls and stuff, which I think is really cool. This stuff has gone to like $1,500 to $2,000 a box, which is by far the highest per card ratio. I mean, maybe this year's Flawless will top that, but the highest per card ratio of any product. And I mean, it's a pretty good checklist where you're not getting, some names you haven't heard of when you open a box. I mean, even Nick Carter was opening it. So,
That's true.
I mean, Nick Carter opened.
And even going beyond that, I think the Topps Dynasty F1 stuff was really nice, and the first few sets of that were super sought after. Loved how those ones looked. So yeah, they're beautiful cards, and I think you can make an argument for the baseball stuff. Some of the biggest baseball cards ever. I think what is Ohtani? We looked it up. Like his Logoman from that is one of his like top 5 cards of all time. So
and his Dynasty rookies are trending, even the number to 10s are trending like 30, 40 grand per card. So I mean, it is great. I mean, but you look at Flawless, and they've made Flawless for everything. So they made Flawless baseball. They made Flawless WWE. They've made Flawless
Soccer.
They've made So you're talking about a brand, and we're not saying the Dynasty may not transcend into basketball and football once they get their license, but I'll save my vote on this one. I'll let you guys talk because I'm still thinking.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, Dynasty coming out, it's the first high-end product that I can recall, like ultra high-end product that was just one card. Like you've had NT, you get 8 cards, you get national, you get a Flawless 10 cards in a box. One card. It was insane when it came out. It also wasn't even close to the price point that it's at now. I think it was like $250 a box wholesale, somewhere around there. Good stuff. Usually a fairly big checklist. It's a go big or go home product again because it is one card.
Mm-hmm.
Flawless, on the other hand, is, I guess, kind of the industry standard at this point when it comes to high-end products, with the inclusion of the Logomans, and in football the Shields, and basketball triple Logomans. It's been kind of the go-to high-end product. You can't really dispute that. So that's where I go with this. I gotta go Flawless.
Yeah. I'm kind of. I'll throw this out before I make my final decision. It's something that dawned on me. Maybe what ends up becoming I don't know if it's actually. Did the Topps Dynasty Black Ohtani, the 50-50 card, the 50-50 Logoman auto, that did get pulled? Is that right?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I believe so, but
been a
that was
while.
out of the Ohtani 50-50 set, right? So it wasn't.
So it doesn't technically count, I guess, because it's.
But
yeah,
it gives
this
you
is
a
different
preview of where Topps thinks their high end is.
Right.
So
exactly. So, and you can make an argument that could be viewed as maybe the best Ohtani card outside of his rookie cards. That card right there. So that's where it's an incredible looking card. All of that to say, my pick is also Flawless. Yeah, it's kind of to me. You mentioned the triple Logomans. One of the things I just like looking forward to every year is seeing that triple Logoman. What are we chasing this year? And it's ever since they did it with the LeBron triple Logoman, it's now something where every year I look, like when the checklist comes out, I immediately go down and be like, all right, what's the big chase? What's the next huge card in this space right now? And that's the only product where I feel like I'm like, I can say that every time, like, okay, this is going to be one of those like it's going to be one of the biggest cards of the year.
Flawless has also had some very unique stuff over the years as well. Because like in the soccer release, it was the first time they put the cleats. Panini's used the cleats in the cards. They did it again in baseball. They have the gem cards where it's like the NFL,
to do that.
NFL Shield. That's all gems. So I think you just get some crazy variety.
And correct me if I'm wrong, they've only made 1 year of Flawless Soccer, right? It was only in 2016. I don't think there's ever.
I think it was only 2016. We had some of it. We should have held on to it.
Yeah, should have.
I don't even.
Kids through college.
I
All
don't
of our
even.
kids through
I don't
college,
even
yeah.
want to know. Everybody's kids.
Yeah.
Everybody's kids.
Whole state of California.
Sure.
Kids.
Everyone.
And obviously we have a winner out of the 2 out of the 3, and I haven't made my vote yet. But one thing that I also keep in mind is like Flawless did come out first, and we're like, wow, there's only 10 cards a briefcase, 20 cards a case. So we're like, from a break perspective is how we started first, and back in those days we were break only. We did not have a shop. So we're like, oh, best case scenario, there's going to be for basketball there's going to be 10 hitless teams. There's going to be 12 in football. Best case scenario. And then Dynasty comes out in 2015, and you're like, there's going to be 5 teams, best case scenario, that hit, and 25 that don't. So I think back in those days, we're like, okay, well, we can't do Dynasty by itself. It's got to be coupled with Topps Chrome, or make sure people get cards. I think we're past that as far as breaking. People just don't care. They just do it by itself, and 5 winners, and best case scenario, 25 losers. Assuming the Yankees don't get 2 or 3 hits like they always do. So, it's like it is a group break product, but it's also bad that there's going to be a lot of people that don't get anything. That being said, I think Dynasty's design is better. As far as like if you want to point out like the photography, the art behind the card, I think Dynasty is cleaner. But Flawless just has so much more value with the Logomans, with the treasured tags, with the championship tags, with the just different stuff they put in their duals, triple Logomans, all that stuff. And Flawless is clearly the winner.
Yep. Flawless moves on. Before we go on to the next matchup, we're talking about products that I'm sure maybe somebody brought it up for high end. Where do we land on Eminence? Because to me, I mean, obviously, when it comes out, it's like, here it is. The big boy is here. It's like, it's always a huge release. It's always massive, massive hits. But I didn't even think to put it on, mostly because I think it just comes out so infrequently.
Yeah, it's not consistent. I honestly am not a huge fan.
Yeah.
Of the super super thick card stocks. The presentation's always been very good on it, but I've never really thought of it as a product that is something that people look forward to.
Yeah, and I agree with you there. I think with football, they put the shields in there because, shields and Logomans are the chase for, nosebleed items like, $100,000 big ticket items. And basketball, I know they tried to protect Flawless and Immaculate and National Treasures, and they did not put Logomans into Eminence, which I think really hurt the resale on some of the cards and in some of the boxes. And we'll see if they come out with it this year. Will they probably have Logomans in it? Yeah, probably. But in prior years, they haven't. So that's why it's like, to me, it's like I'm kind of on the same page. Yeah, they have some cool looking doubles and triples. They have some cool cut autos. They have some solid gold cards, similar like to a higher end Impeccable. But I just don't think it's in the same category.
I want to say the first time it came out, was it Karl Anthony Towns rookie? Was it like 16, 17?
Yes.
Or
Wiggins, 14,
Wiggins,
15.
14, 15.
Yeah.
I don't think they've had more than 5 releases.
Hasn't been that many.
There's been,
I know there's 2021 for sure.
and there was the Kobe.
There's Kobe Eminence.
I think there's been at least one football, right?
World Cup Soccer Eminence.
Yep.
World Cup soccer. But yeah, maybe 5 or 6 in over a decade.
Yep. We are getting one more. We are getting
Well, that's
24,
the
24.
rumor, right?
It's no longer a rumor. It's confirmed.
Okay.
Here, actually, let me just show you right now. I got the images.
Oh, it's not because we've already got the direct.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. There it
Yeah.
is, right there. There's Luca.
Are they showing any Logomans at all or no?
Let's see here. This is just
Champ
this comes
tag.
from Beckett right here. You got your championship tags, and
Actually,
then
cards.
some cool. So I don't
It's
see
like
Logomans
ultra
yet.
high end Impeccable.
Yes.
It's a good call.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
So if Impeccable didn't make it,
Sure.
then I don't think Eminence can make
Eminence
it.
can.
I mean, we're also forgetting like Noir.
Yeah.
There's a couple ones that we're not
Right.
talking about that have like their chases as well. I mean, I guess with the price of 1 and 1 now too, that could be in the high end category.
Sure.
That
could be there.
with the downtowns in there. So
This was maybe the hardest to whittle it down to 4, for sure. But at the end of the day, well, let's just go to the next matchup: National Treasures versus Immaculate. I kind of another one where it's like I think we know who the favorite is here. NT versus. I mean, look, I'll just throw my vote right now. To me, it's NT. It's a pretty simple one. That's another gold standard. It's
no, it's a different product.
yeah, no, that's true. Thank you. I got it mixed up. So
That's a mid-end product.
yeah, fair enough.
Which I guess we could have had a mid-end. I mean, then you'd have to have another category
Yeah.
too. and
Again,
yeah.
we could have made a 64 product bracket, and the results might have been a lot different. It would have been interesting. One day we'll do that.
One day we'll do that.
When we
Maybe
have more time.
year 30.
There you go.
So,
Year 30.
30
It's
anniversary.
coming. We'll have play-ins and everything. Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think with Immaculate came on the same year as Flawless 12-13. National Treasures had already been around. It was a playoff brand that Panini inherited and rolled with it as their original high-end sets. And, you know, you've got iconic Steph Curry RPAs that have sold for insane amounts. National Treasures is the standard for RPAs for basketball by far. I think football's taken a little bit of a hit in the RPA category for National Treasures, but I think by far NT, you got the Logomans in there. You've got the FOTL versions that sell for a lot. Immaculate, I mean, is the place where you get all the weird memorabilia. You've got like the Christmas Day tags. You've got socks. You've got jackets. You've got, you know, different things that they insert. You also have like the numbered parallels that's like numbered to their number, and then there's
You got the-
uniqueness in that.
The sneaker swatches.
The sneaker swatches are in there as well. And, you know, they've done that less over the years. If you can remember, like the big Shaq pump
Oh, yeah.
card.
Mm-hmm.
With the like
so
the ones
cool.
with the laces and
Yeah, and I haven't seen those in more recent
That's a good
years.
point.
That maybe they don't make those. It's just harder to make. I think for a more fun rip, it's Immaculate for me. But like if you look at the value, like the RPA is like worth maybe like a 1/10 of the amount of the RPA for NT. So for that reason alone, I got to go National Treasures.
Yeah, I mean, that's all good points. I think, I mean, we're going to probably have this argument in the next conversation, but RPAs, rookie patch autos in our industry is king, and National Treasures is absolutely I was going to say the gold standard, but I'm not going to use that again.
You can say the pinnacle, but that's also a
Yeah,
product.
the Paramount.
The tier 1 of the
How many products can we use?
It's
to
the
describe-
epics.
There you go.
But yeah, I mean, it's NT across the board. NT football, NT basketball. You can actually say, I mean, NT World Cup has done really well
Yep.
over the years. NT baseball is a fun rip. Even now, like without the license, it's still got great value.
Yeah.
NT racing.
I was gonna
NT
say it.
racing, hot.
I love NT racing.
I mean, you can check out
Super
our
fun.
eBay. We might have some eBay listings of sealed cases and boxes of NT racing coming
There
up
you go.
soon.
You always want to get back to the community. 100%.
Comes with it still comes
Man
with a
of the
sparkle
hobby.
pack, right? Yeah.
I think so. Depends. I mean,
Yeah.
we may have
Fun.
4, 5, 6 years of NT racing products.
At some
back
point,
there.
they're going to try to, like, you got to get to meet Clint Boyer in every box.
Okay,
like,
well,
you know.
first off, Clint Boyer, I mean, a legend, a legend on the track, a legend in the booth. I mean, he is just a true one of one.
Sure.
We're going off a track a little bit here, but, you know, we saw Will Ferrell, obviously, in the baseball set, whereas he played for the Diamondbacks, the Giants, the A's, a couple different teams.
I know where you're
And they
going.
had
yeah.
Dynasty, and they had him in archives. Really missed the opportunity to get him into NASCAR, right?
Well,
I mean,
stay
we really
tuned.
did.
I think is next year the 20th anniversary of Talladega Nights? Maybe. I think so.
I mean, I'll
could
tell
be
you,
a great opportunity.
I will tell you what they've definitely missed the boat on, and they're probably trying to figure it out. Jordan owns a charter in NASCAR. He owns 2311 with Denny Hamlin. At some point, they're going to try to get probably some Jordan stuff into those products. I mean, they can already use the Jordan Jumpman is on the race
point.
suits. So I mean, I think they're definitely missing something there, and I think they're probably going to try to figure out a way to get. They can't get his likeness in there, but they can get his brand in there.
Yeah.
It's just ironic that you got, years of NASCAR. I mean, you could look. I mean, I remember somebody gave me like a binder. There was NASCAR cards, and they looked great. They were by Press Pass back then. Press Pass was even around with the license when we started, and they had a really cool product called 5-Star Racing. Before 5-Star Baseball even came out, but it was 5-Star Racing, and it was really nice. It's like, so they've grinded for all these years, and then you get the first year of F1, and it's like nobody cares, and F1 just takes off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like,
That helped with, I think
the one Netflix show really helped it that much.
The Pandy helped. The Netflix show helped.
It being the very first version of that with guys like, and global appeal versus NASCAR is pretty much strictly national appeal. That's going to be it too.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they were able to get Jordan autographs,
That would be a game changer.
that product would go through the roof.
Yeah. And look, as Panini begins to lose NBA, lose NFL, that's the type of stuff they're going to have to do. Is like, well, we need to lean into the things we have and make them more enticing for people who maybe wouldn't even think about.
Now, it'll be a photo of Jordan with like the little headset on.
Right.
Uh,
Might even be like the back of his head.
Yeah, but I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure
His
he's
face.
still contractually obligated with Upper Deck.
I think
That's
he
where
is,
it gets
but
a little confusing.
at some point, if Upper Deck is not monetizing that contract, they got to move some assets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jordan
And-
doesn't need any money. He doesn't care.
But Upper Deck might.
He could probably just like not sign for the rest of his life, and he doesn't need to.
But I mean, for Upper Deck's sake, are they like, look, we could say, I don't know how it all work, but or what the
Yeah, do you think? Who knows how much they're
Or, like,
paying him
that's the thing.
annually? Like, is
Nothing.
it nothing? He's just getting
Well, because I think it was like the loyalty of like he was there with them
from the beginning.
Well, I mean,
Beginning,
89,
right.
90, whatever, when they started making basketball cards, because 89 Upper Deck was their first product. But, I think he's just had some loyalty to them, and he doesn't really care to build other connections. Another cool
He's
card
that
would
kinda
be
guy,
a Charlie Sheen, Martin Sheen, Michael Jordan triple auto, which would be pretty cool as well. No?
I need to watch the documentary.
well.
I think.
I mean, not going to spoil it for
All
you.
right,
but,
fair enough.
I had no
There's a
idea
big
they had a
story.
connection. I had no idea.
Okay.
They had a
I mean,
connection.
Charlie Sheen's got
Interesting.
he had a jump shot back in the day. No problem.
Oh, so we've got a like Prince taking on Charlie Murphy in basketball type story.
It was well,
Maybe not that.
Spoiler alert! It was something that like I think ABC or CBS, one of them did it back in late '80s, where it was like it was two actors or taking on one really good pro.
Oh,
So it was like in a competition of either they did free throws, they did horse, and then they did 2-on-1. So basically Jordan versus two other people.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
A 2-on-1 though. See if they beat him, it's like it's still. I mean, well, it's not
But
that.
they
not
also
easy.
they had to beat him in free throws, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then
Okay.
he won at horse.
All right. Well, okay. That makes more
You
sense.
just go up and dunk.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, right.
Yeah,
Uncontested shots versus anyway. All right. So I think we're National Treasures is moving on. So we're down to our final. We knew this is what it was going to be. Flawless versus National Treasures. Finally, we can. I feel like we have been beating around the bush for this one for a while. The last few months of episodes where we're like the flawless patches, or the NT is better than the flawless, or the shield is better, whatever it may be. I think the Caitlin Clark sales kind of spurred that conversation. Well, let's decide it once and for all.
I mean, I think, man, I'm going to go against. Obviously, I think I'd rather have an RPA out of National Treasures. But as far as a product, you don't get sticker autos in Flawless. You don't get redemptions in Flawless. You don't get, Sean Bradley autos in Flawless. Maybe you do. I'm trying to find a better example. You have better autograph subjects. You open a box, you're going to get something usually pretty dang good. I got to go Flawless for that regard.
All right.
I mean, if if we were just going RPAs. We were just basically going Flawless RPA, National Treasures RPA. I would go NT RPA all day long. But there is something to be said, and we've opened a lot of Flawless. There is something in the excitement of opening up that briefcase and knowing there's 2 encased or sometimes 3 encased cards in there, and you make sure you pull out the box without peeking at the major hits of every briefcase. There's something about that experience that NT just doesn't have. So I would say just the overall opening experience of Flawless and the excitement in the chat and the community and all the craziness that goes along with it. That being said, the price point is substantially more for Flawless at this point than National Treasures. I guess category dependent. But hard to. It pains me to say it because I like to be old school, but I guess Flawless is getting kind of old school now.
Yeah.
12, 13. So yeah, I'm going Flawless.
I was gonna say, hey, you mentioned it, royalty, basketball, tennis, all that. That may be the next one that takes the reins here. That's kind of what Topps is aiming for. So yeah, there's gonna be a day where we're all like, oh yeah, it's Topps royalty. That's number one. That's what you want. Topps royalty. And we're gonna be arguing, no, Flawless.
There's something about
like
the opening of the Flawless briefcase. Though.
You're right.
Like the manufacturer. I mean, and how much does a Flawless briefcase actually cost Panini wholesale? I mean, 30, 40, 50 cents, maybe a buck.
Yeah.
But it adds so much to the experience.
Yeah, you're right. It is it's. I was kind of being like, yeah, maybe I'll throw a bone to National Treasures regardless. I mean, it doesn't matter. My vote doesn't matter here. But yeah, the experience, especially from a breaking perspective of like, it does really feel like you're putting on a show here on top of these amazing cards are popping out. Yeah. It might, yeah. God,
And before we leave you guys on this episode, I do want to ask this question to everybody out there who maybe is holding some of these products. Do we think that 10 years from now, if you have some Flawless, you have some National Treasures, you have some products that we're assuming they're never going to be made again because they're not going to have the license, and maybe to Dan's point over the episodes we've talked about, maybe they'll make an NIL version or an unlicensed version of these products. If you're holding on like 1819 Flawless or 1819 Treasures with Luca, or 2021 blows up, do you see a significant increase over the years over these products because they're no longer making it?
Well, we've seen it with 0304 Exquisite, but
Right.
I think it's also safe to say they make more, at least National Treasures, than they made 0304 Exquisite.
But we're going to have the reason 0304 Exquisite is so popular is because there's 2 guys. There's, Jordan, obviously, who doesn't sign much and anymore, that is. And, of course, the guy on the Mount Rushmore, LeBron, whether he's 1, 2, 3, or 4, he's in everybody's Mount Rushmore. Is there somebody in this 15-year run of Flawless that's going to carry that torch?
I mean, Luca
right now feels like
there's Kobe autos.
Yeah. There are the guys who were not made necessarily rookies, but like huge stars during this run. There is Curry stuff
Curry autos.
Curry
yeah.
is going to be a huge one.
But it
LeBron.
won't be a rookie, right? It won't
Right.
be like, it's similar
LeBron
to 0304.
patches and
Yeah.
stuff
But
like
in terms of like rookies, I mean, Luka is the one who really pops out.
As SGA, I don't know. I mean, maybe maybe an NT. I don't know. Was he in Flawless?
I don't know.
He had to be in Flawless.
Yeah. Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, another one who I think can be that guy. But Wemby doesn't have autos, but there might be some Wemby patch stuff, rookie patch stuff that could hold value. Yeah, I am very curious what the long-term.
Because the stars aligned with 0304 Exquisite.
Yes.
There was not
No
a lot
doubt.
made.
I mean, 17-18 may be kind of not viewed in the same exact light, but certainly like I think that's the year you
1819.
18-19, pardon me. Yeah, 18-19 is the year where you'd say that's kind of where stars aligned.
I
close
think what
to
we
it.
have,
Not
I
quite
think we have
LeBron,
with
Melo.
these years of Panini products is I think you have a little bit more variety.
Mhm.
I think with 0304, I mean it's LeBron or Jordan,
Right.
or you're gonna get crushed.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
I think
No
with
Darko Milicic. You know?
No,
I-
no Darko.
I think with the products that have come out, Panini products that come out in the last like 10 years or so, you have a lot of players. Like you can hit Kobe in the earlier stuff. You can hit Kevin Durant. You're going to be able to hit a lot of future Hall of Famers.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think
I'm curious to figure out like what are those sealed products. I mean, look
Right.
what 0304 Exquisite goes for.
right.
I mean, I don't think any of those products will get to the point of like at least not
And then if you go-
not within the next like 30, 40,
And
50 years.
And we are talking about basketball. I guess we could turn to football, and of course you got 2017 with Patrick Mahomes was maybe cemented himself to the Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks possibly. But I mean, you've got some years that you've got Jalen Hurts, you've got Joe Burrow, you've got Justin Herbert, you've got Brock Purdy in 2022, you've got C.J. Stroud. I mean, it starts to get a little murky with the licensing as it gets closer to the end here of football.
What about Mac Jones?
Who?
It's
You already pulled the best card anyway.
the Mac.
so it doesn't matter.
I mean, but Mac Jones is I mean, they're gonna have a Mac Jones bobblehead night now at Levi.
Look, by the time you hear this, it may have already happened.
Yeah,
It may have already happened. Yeah, absolutely.
Mac 10, maybe.
Eddie Pinheiro bobblehead night.
Let's not go crazy.
Missed the field. Next
Yeah.
point.
But to your point about the exquisite stuff, because I agree. If you look at like where the potential of where flawless NT can be 10, 15 years from now, all you have to look is exquisite. But yes, more of this stuff has been made. It's out there, and more of this stuff. Collectors are more aware than ever of what they got, and they're slabbing stuff more. Things are getting more graded more often than they were during the 03, 04
I also
era,
think that there's more speculators holding sealed wax
100%,
now
100%.
than in 0304. Remember, in 0304 Exquisite came out, and what was it, like $400 a box?
I think so.
Yeah.
So where would that sit in the grand scheme? What Panini product is going to come out that you can get for $400?
Yeah. There were people
Mosaic.
were ripping those products back then knowing I could get a huge life-changing card of LeBron James, but I don't think anyone was saying, oh, I'm getting this because it's an appreciating asset. That was not in people's vernacular
It's all relative.
back then
I mean,
with the cards.
but
you know?
the thing is that you would get a LeBron card if you were to flip it right away. It would probably be a $4,000 or $5,000 card.
Right.
It wasn't what you're seeing selling now,
No.
where like
It's millions.
yeah, millions.
Yeah.
So
And I remember talking to a few guys that have been around Upper Deck at that time, and I know when they pitched the idea, they were said no card shop's going to ever carry a box that's $500. Never going to carry it. And fast forward to now, and that's that's the minimum that somebody would need to carry is a $500 box.
Right.
So.
Right.
All right. Well, looks like Flawless is the winner of this category. Stay tuned for the next one, where it's pretty much the all other category, right? I mean, we got some little preview of the next one. You can show it on that graph there.
Yeah, it's basically the best that we couldn't really fit into a category. Bowman, Contenders, Transcendent, and the Cup Hockey. So a little bit of high end, a little bit of auto chases. So let's see. Well, it'll be a fun one.
Yep. So as a reminder, we have Prism that won for Shiny. We have the Series 1 flagship that won for base. Now we have Flawless. So stay tuned next week. See that next bracket, and then it'll all end up in one show, head-to-head, those four categories, for the best product over the last 15 years. And we'll catch you guys next week on The Hype. Peace.